Hi, welcome to the last section of the course, Web Server. In this section we will start with configuring Apache with TLS, then improving scaling with the worker npm, after that setting up PHP using an Apache module, next securing your applications using mod security, next configuring Nginx with TLS, and then finally see setting up PHP in Nginx with fast CGI. So let's begin with the first video titled Configuring Apache with TLS. In this video you'll install the package, then enable the SSL module and stock SSL configuration, and finally add the appropriate SSL certs to the machine. These days installing Apache with TLS is easier than ever, although the specific process can vary from distribution to distribution due to differences in configuration layout. Let's look at two of the current major examples. After this brief introduction, we will see how to do it. Let's start installing and configuring on Ubuntu 14.04. Install the package. Sudo apt-get install Apache 2. Now enable the SSL module and stock SSL configuration. Add the appropriate SSL certs to the machine. Private key file should be delivered to etc SSL private, while the public certificate and relevant intermediate certs should be delivered to etc SSL certs. Update the Apache configuration to point to the correct certs. Edit etc Apache 2 sites-enabled default-ssl.conf in the editor of your choice, and update the SSL certificate file and SSL certificate key file variables to point to your new cert and key. If you're hosting your own internal CA, you'll want to uncomment SSL certificate chain file and point it to your CA chain. Restart the Apache service. Service Apache 2 restart. Let's start installing and configuring on CentOS 7. Install Apache and mod SSL. Sudo yum install httpd mod_ssl. Add the appropriate SSL certs to the machine. The private key file should be delivered to etc PKI TLS private, while the public certificate and relevant intermediate certs should be delivered to etc PKI TLS certs. Update the Apache configuration to point to the correct certs. Edit etc httpd conf.d ssl.conf in the editor of your choice, and update the SSL certificate file and SSL certificate key file variables to point to your new cert and key. If you're hosting your own internal CA, you'll want to uncomment SSL certificate chain file and point it to your CA chain. Enable httpd to start on boot. Using sudo systemctl, enable httpd.service. Start the daemon using service httpd start. Let's see how it works. In order to serve SSL or TLS traffic, you need to have Apache installed, as well as a module for Apache which supports the protocol. In this case, we're using mod SSL, which enables open SSL support for Apache. Another option would be to use mod GNU-TLS, which uses GNU-TLS. In the Ubuntu case, mod SSL is included automatically in the Apache 2 package. You just need to enable it using a2nmod, Apache 2 enable module, and a2 enable conf, Apache 2 enable configuration. Ubuntu will automatically launch the Apache process on boot up. For CentOS, you need to install the additional mod SSL package instead, but once installed it is enabled automatically. CentOS doesn't require an additional step in order to enable the daemon on boot up, however, which is handled via systemctl, part of the system package. Splendid! In this video we saw how to configure Apache with TLS.